Good morning, class. Today I'm back again with a new concept, nutrition. Come, join me and taste a treat. It's simply wow. To eat is a necessity, but to eat intelligently is an art. Now, let's focus on the few important terms. Food. Any nourishing substance that is eaten, drunk, or otherwise taken into the body to sustain life, which provides energy and promotes growth. The molecules in the food that all organisms need to make energy, to grow, to develop, and to reproduce are called nutrients. The process of taking food and using it for the growth, metabolism, and repair is defined as the nutrition. Diet is the combination of food items which we eat in our meals. A balanced diet is one which contains all the principal constituents of food in proper quantity for a particular person. Balanced diet of a particular person depends on the four major factors. First, it mainly depends on the age of a person, whether the person is a child, young or old. Second thing, it depends on the sex of the individual, whether he is male or she is female. Third kind, it depends on the nature of the work, that is the lifestyle. Fourth, it depends on the special needs of a person. For example, whether the person is sick or a pregnant lady or a nursing mother, etc. Meal is defined as the food taken at one time to satisfy the appetite. Appetite is nothing but the strong desire to eat. Hunger is the uneasy sensation due to lack of food. Now, let's focus on the need of nutrition. All organisms require food to fulfill the 6 major reasons. First, for the growth, that is mainly for the growth of cells in the body. Second, for the repair, that is mainly for the repair of the worn out or the injured cells. And very importantly, food provides energy which is needed by the body to carry out the various life process. And fourth thing, to maintain the chemical composition of our cells and for the manufacture of various secretions such as the enzymes, hormones, sweat, milk, etc. And most importantly, the organisms require food to protect from disease and infection. Classes of nutrients. There are 6 classes of the food substances called the nutrients. These are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, mineral salts, vitamins, and water. Today, let's discuss about the carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. Carbohydrates are the compounds composed of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen in the ratio 1:2:1. Carbohydrates include sugar, starch, cellulose, etc. Carbohydrate is a type of macronutrient used for the quick energy in cells. So that's the reason carbohydrates are the principal energy sources in the body. Try to get most of your carbs from fruits, vegetables, fat-free and the low-fat dairy and whole grains rather than sugars or refined grains. Let us know about the sugar. Sugar is the soluble carbohydrate and tastes sweet. Broadly, the sugars in our food are of 2 major categories: monosaccharides or simple sugars, disaccharides or double sugars. A general chemical formula for the monosaccharide or the simple sugar is C6H12O6. These monosaccharides need no digestion and straight away absorb into the body cells. The 3 important types of the monosaccharides are glucose, fructose, galactose. Glucose, which is popularly known as the grape sugar, it is the simplest sugar found in the organism. Fructose is common in plants and is popularly called as a fruit sugar. Galactose is another type of simple sugar which is found in milk. Second category of sugar is the disaccharide or the double sugars. The chemical formula for the double sugars is C12H22O11. These are referred as the double sugars because they require digestion to get absorbed into the body. Just like the monosaccharides, even disaccharides also have 3 types of double sugars. These are as follows: sucrose, maltose, lactose. Sucrose, it is commonly obtained from the sugarcane, and another source of sucrose is the sugar beet. Sucrose is double sugar and it is made up of 2 simple sugars, glucose and fructose. Maltose or the malt sugar made up of 2 glucose molecules. Lactose or the milk sugar made up of glucose and galactose. Second type of carbohydrate is the starch. Starch is an insoluble carbohydrate. Potatoes, rice, maize, wheat and barley and even bread are the chief sources of the starch. The starch has a chemical formula C6H10O5. Starch is also referred as the polysaccharide. 2 important polysaccharide carbohydrates are cellulose and glycogen. The cells of all plants have cell walls made up of cellulose. When we eat fruits, raw vegetables and other plant material, cellulose is not digested in our food canal. This is because we have no cellulose digesting enzyme. The undigested cellulose, which is fibrous in nature, acts as roughage. Let's look about the role of roughage. Roughage, which is fibrous in nature, absorbs a lot of water and retains it, and helps in keeping the fecal matter soft and prevents constipation. It also helps in the movement of undigested food through the intestine becomes easier. It stimulates the muscle contraction in the intestinal wall, making the fecal matter move easily. The chief sources of roughage are vegetables, fruits, corn. Cabbage is one vegetable which provides a lot of roughage. Second type of polysaccharide is glycogen. Glycogen, in which carbohydrate is stored in animals, majorly in liver and some in muscles. Now, let's focus on the second type of nutrient, fat. Fats are composed of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. The oxygen content in this nutrient is much less. Fats are called lipids that stores energy. Fats are important in our body to cushion organs, protect our cells, and send signals in the form of hormones around our body. Foods that are rich in fats are butter, oil, and cheese. Fats and oils are made up of fatty acids and glycerol. Next important nutrient is the protein. Proteins are the chemical molecules. They are often referred to as body building blocks, mainly because they are used to build and repair tissues. They help you to fight infection. The protein foods group includes seafood, meat, poultry, eggs, beans, and peas. They contain carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. Nitrogen is a most essential element in protein. Some proteins may also contain sulfur and phosphorus. Amino acids are the simple, smaller units of proteins. That's all about the three major nutrients: carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. In the next video, let's learn about the next important nutrients. Thank you. Have a great day ahead.